Hello? I'm Preston Foster. Coming your way with another episode of Waterfront. This is the Cheryl Ann, Queen of the Wellington Towing Fleet. The kind of husky tug it takes to bring the big ships safe to their berths. And I'm John Herrick, her skipper. Stand by the lines. Right, skipper.
Hey, you! You know me, cowboy?
Yeah, you ain't changed much.
6 months since I made this port. You remember what happened?
I think so.
I've been thinking about you for 6 months and that rotten trick. When you and your gang roped me, cowboy.
You was drinking too much. Started to go wild like a loco steer.
You left me on the dock, tied up.
Kept you out of trouble.
I owe you for that, and I'm gonna pay off.
Wally, stow the argument. Stand by the lines.
Right, skipper.
You left me tied up for the deckhands to laugh at. I owe you for that. And here's your pay!
Wally, make the lines fast. Right, skipper. What do you think you're doing, you knothead? Mr. Andrews. Captain, I suggest you get back to your boat. Yes, sir. dispatcher. Herb, Vinus is tied up at the dock. I'm on my way home. If you want me, that's where I'll be.
Skipper.
Hey, that's a bad cut.
Oh, Sid doused it with iodine.
You better see the company doctor.
Skipper, I'm sorry I got things fouled up.
It wasn't your fault.
Will they call you on the carpet for tying in with that two-timing mate?
I don't know.
Well, look, if it comes to a showdown, I want to save my piece.
You stay out of this.
But, Skipper...
Listen, I'll take the responsibility for anything that happens on the chair of land.
Right, Skipper.
You're home early, dear.
Brought into Vinus. That's all we had scheduled.
Darling, would you stand up a minute, please? Ah. It'll fit perfectly.
That's fine, Mom.
Come in handy on cool, foggy mornings. On those bad days.
I had one today. You knew it, didn't you? I pull a crazy stunt. I went aboard the Venus and tangled with one of the mates.
You must have had a good reason.
I nearly cracked Wally's skull with a toggle.
I'll get it, dear. Hello? Oh. Why, hello, Zach. How are you? Yes, he's here. How's Jessica? Will you please give her my best?
Hello? Yeah. Whenever you say. Okay, Zach. Wants to see me at the office.
Do you think there'll be trouble?
I don't know. Captain of the Vineyards put through a report. And that's what happened, Zach. The whole works. I'll write a complete report if you want it.
John, when we get into trouble with customers, it's a serious business.
I told you Andrew started the whole thing. What am I supposed to do?
You went aboard the Vineyards, didn't you?
I said I did, but after he hit Wally with a toggle.
Oh, John, you're a captain. You're supposed to have good, sound judgment and use level-headedness. We've had difficulty before with the Blue Star people over adjustment of claims and disputes over charges, and now contract renewals are coming up.
Well, if they want to be unfair and take Andrew's word, let them keep their business.
Oh, that's fine for you, but I can't run a towing business that way.
Okay, Zach. Guess I threw that one from left field.
There is a way we could put everything on even keel.
Yeah?
An apology to Andrews.
I won't do it. Let Andrews apologize to Wally.
Bellowing at me isn't going to solve our problem.
I won't do it.
Then it's an order, John.
This will be the first time I ever crossed you.
You give me no other choice. I'm relieving you of your command until this matter is settled.
I'm losing the Cheroland?
Well, I have a whole fleet of tugs at stake.
John?
Carl get home yet?
Well, you remember, he's spending the night at the Coast Guard station.
That's right.
And he's meeting you for lunch tomorrow at Mac Benson's.
I saw Zach.
Yes?
I lost the Cheroland.
John, I don't understand. You lost the Cheroland.
Zach relieved me of my command.
Oh, but why? Why would he do such a thing? Oh, darling, that's not fair.
Oh, honey, now you're getting yourself all upset. Come on, sit down.
Well, of course I'm upset. But why did he do it?
He stands to lose the business of the Blue Flag Line.
Oh, did he blame you?
Well, he thinks I can straighten it out by apologizing to the maid on the Venus. I refused. It wasn't my fault.
John, if you and I were angry with each other, I know you'd come to me and say you were sorry. It wouldn't matter whose fault it was.
But that'd be us, Mom. This is different.
But it's no matter who. Darling, we always do good if we do for others. You'd be doing this for Zach, for yourself, for the Cheryl Ann. Aren't you a little hungry?
What do you got?
Steak.
Steak?
And dessert.
Lemon pie?
Uh-huh.
Hey, you know I forgot to kiss you when I came in?
I had a talk with Captain Herrick. His story doesn't agree with Captain Quinn's report.
Well, it's unlikely that both can be true.
There ought to be some way we can get the truth.
We don't want to be unfair to you, Zach. Neither do we want to run our business at the end of a pair of fists.
To show you my stand, I've suspended Captain Herrick.
That's your affair. Mine is to find out who's telling the truth. I wish we could both be right, Zach.
I wish so too, Barry.
I'll phone you when anything happens, Zach. Bye. Ed? Why don't you call it a day, Miss Kent?
Thank you.
This may hold up our settlement with Zach Morgan's towing company. A report from Captain Quinn of the Venus. Read it. I want you to investigate and get me the true story, complete.
Somebody in trouble?
I expect you to tell me who.
Hey, you land-going sailors know whether Herrick's coming in here? I want to finish the job I started on him. I've been looking for Herrick. Where we waiting this joint? Are you the boss?
Yeah.
Maybe you know about Herrick.
Keep it down, sailor.
Yeah? I don't like you. I don't like your place.
Then why don't you get out?
Think you can manage that? No.
You're just asking for trouble.
Oh, not me. The tug captain is. He ain't afraid to come in your place. Get him up straight.
Yeah.
Fixed that Herrick right. He lost himself that greasy tub he runs around the harbor.
I knew they'd catch up with Herrick.
You, come again.
Hey, you!
Ah, there's the cowboy. Maybe he's afraid to fight till he asks his captain.
I can't take much more of that loudmouth, Mac.
Take it easy, Wally. He's just looking for trouble.
He's already had it, and he's going to get more.
All right, I'll try and get rid of him.
Do that, Mac, will you? Before Captain John gets here, if they tangle, they're going to wreck the place. You open for a job as skipper, Herrick? How about a bait boat?
Hi, Mike. Hello, Wally. Carl get here yet?
I ain't seen him, Cap.
He was at the Coast Guard station last night. He's supposed to meet me here.
All right. Hit us again.
I'll be right back, Wally.
Dad get here yet?
He's right there. Mr. Andrews? I'm here to talk, Mr. Andrews.
We got something to settle first. And we'll see if you're still able to talk.
We can do this without fighting.
You're not going to crawl out of this.
I just want to apologize for what happened on the Venus yesterday.
I'm not taking any excuses. You're too yellow to settle this man to man. And start running.
He said he wasn't looking for a fight.
So are you.
I'm not a fighting man either.
Well, then get out of here.
He said he wasn't fighting. Get out!
Mr. Andrews. Even his gills are yellow.
Well, I did what you asked me, but it didn't do any good. I met Andrews and Mac Benson's. He was bent on fighting.
Oh, but you tried, John.
Yeah, but it didn't help any because Carl came in. So, now I can walk Wharf Street and the docks. All the men I've known all my life. All the kids, everybody will say, that's John Herrick, who ran away when he should have stood up and fought. John Herrick, the tugboat captain, who turned yellow and let his son fight for him.
John, you can't go on like this. You know it isn't true.
No, it's not, and they'll find it out. I'll walk Wharf Street, and I'll walk the docks, and I'll lick anybody who says I'm afraid to fight.
I think you're wrong, Dad.
Are you all right, son?
I'm fine, but I still think you're wrong.
Fighting won't do any good now, dear. You did the right thing. I know it, and you know it.
Yeah, I know it. Didn't do any good. Least of all for Zach Morgan.
Why Zach Morgan?
Oh, dear, there was no way you could have known. He was about to lose the blue flag towing.
I've worked out tougher problems than this. Must be some way I can square it.
What are you doing with that stuff, Skipper?
You heard what happened?
That Gab at Mac Benson's? That's just scuttlebutt.
Yeah? Well, they took me off the Cheryl Ann.
But they can't do that.
No? Well, they did it.
Well, we'll do something about it. We'll fight it.
Fighting only starts problems. Never solves them.
But you can't let them scuttle you just like that.
I tried one way to settle this. Now I got to do something else.
Well, if you're going out looking for that loudmouth mate, I'm going along.
I'm finished with him. I got to do something for Zach Morgan.
After he took the Cheryl Ann away from you?
He stands to lose more than I do unless... I'll do just that.
Skipper, what about your stuff?
If I lose this time, I won't need it.
You haven't been of much help, Ed.
I can't give the okay on Captain Herrick, not when his son beats up one of our ship's officers.
You straddle the fence in our Officer Andrews, too.
He's a troublemaker, Hugh. But he absorbs a lot of punishment being whacked around, so I mark him stalemate.
And I still have the problem I started with. Does Zach Morgan man his tugs with strong-arm crews, or does he keep on getting my business? I don't want to do him an injustice.
You'll find the answer to that yourself, Hugh. But how? Mr. Andrews has orders to report to you here at 10:30 this morning.
That's in 10 minutes.
You'll size him up, and you'll be able to decide what to do.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning.
I'm here to see Mr. Perry, Captain John Herrick of the tug... Well, just say Captain John Herrick. He'll know.
Yes, Miss Kent.
Captain Herrick to see you, Mr. Perry.
Complications?
Just a minute, Miss Kent. Get going, Ed. I'll take it from here. Use the hall door. I'll call and tell you how it works out. Miss Kent?
Yes, Mr. Perry.
Come in, please. Call Zach Morgan. Ask him to get here as quickly as he can. And send Captain Herrick in.
Yes, sir. Please come in.
Thank you.
I heard about you, Captain.
I didn't come here to talk about myself, Mr. Perry. I want to talk about Zach Morgan.
Yes?
Zach's about the finest man I know, and I don't want him taking the rap for any fool stunts pulled by his tug crew.
Meaning yourself, Captain.
Yes. I pulled a fool stunt. I tried to square it. All I did was mess it up more.
Do you want to take the blame, Captain?
I do. I want to find a way to square Zach Morgan.
Excuse me, Captain.
Mr. Andrews to see you, Mr. Perry.
Just a minute, Mr. Andrews.
Yes, sir.
Would you mind waiting in the next room, Captain? An important visitor. Won't take long. About that unpleasantness aboard the Vignes, Mr. Andrews. I'd like to hear about it firsthand.
We were being nosed into berths, sir, and this tug captain swarmed on the deck and come sailing into me.
There was no provocation?
I was about my duties, putting the ship in the dock.
The fault was entirely with the tug captain?
I've run across him before, sir. He's always looking for trouble. I guess it's time he found it.
Excuse me, Mr. Andrews.
What's up, Miss Kent?
I don't know, Mr. Morgan, only that Mr. Perry wanted to see you at once.
Do you mind waiting a few minutes, Zach? I have a visitor in the office.
Oh, take your time, Perry.
Would you mind waiting in the next room, Mr. Andrews? An important visitor. It won't take long.
I'd be glad to.
Come in, Zach.
What happened, Perry?
I'm a man who admires courage, and that Captain Herrick of yours has it.
You haven't heard what happened at the lobster claw?
Nothing goes on in the harbor I don't hear. Let me say this, Zach. It takes more courage for a man to back away from a fight than to head full steam into one. It takes courage for a man to be honest with himself, especially when he knows people won't understand. You can be proud of your Captain Herrick, real proud.
I guess I didn't have sense enough to understand.
You know how we stand.
What's going on in there?
There was a little mix-up in visitors. Captain Herrick arrived, and then Andrews. I had to find a place for them to wait when you arrived.
You mean Captain John and your mate are in there together? Well, we better go in and see.
Wait. Let's hear what's going on.
Mighty fine glasses, Mr. Perry. Hello, Zach. Every time I meet Mr. Andrews, he wants to fight. To keep him from slugging me, I had to tie him up because, you know, I'm not a fighting man. I never thought I'd be taking the Cherryland out on a second shakedown cruise. Nothing can come between me and the old gal now. What's on your mind, Admiral?
I don't know who you like best, me or the Cherryland.
You're the best, Mom. Well, we hope you enjoyed tonight's story, and that you'll be with us next week for another episode of Waterfront. you.